SoloZelda. And of course we're gonna have an eye on Striker, my favorite Sentinel in this game.
A new item has been unlocked.
Good. As always, Steamroller on the, well, not as always, but on the right side, heading towards bot watchtower. Team SoloZelda in this regard is going for currently 2 mid lane. Of course, they know what Steamroller is doing. They're hiding in the shadows in mid lane. Silent Burp is getting cat out of position, directly silenced and heavily bursted down. Nothing they Steamroller can do to save him. He was a bit out of position. And Valkyrie is already damaging a tower from a distance. I'd say maybe 68%. Of course, damage is damage. Her attack range, however, is not big enough to damage the tower further. Striker is going to bot lane to push her away. A little bit of advantage, but this won't actually change anything, I believe. Warhead against Warhead on top lane. No heal versus Sipo. Let's see who will be the more experienced player. Tactics is moving in into Warhead. Now he needs to be careful. Beautiful stun. Slow. But his route from no heal is, of course, as always, on spot. Bot lane recaptured. Blitz out of position. Super Galaxy Rumble. He can't afford being out of position like last game. That nearly cost his team the victory, the game, so he needs to be very careful. Blitz, flatline, and Rhino in mid lane. Rhino moving already on bot lane on Valkyrie. Valkyrie doesn't have the watchtower. No, actually she had watchtower on bot lane, so she saw him coming in. Now she is actually, no, she just pretended to port back. Warhead against Warhead on top lane. No, he has advantage, however he doesn't own, well, they defended watchtower, so he doesn't own the watchtower on top lane. He needs to be careful not to get ganked. He's waiting in the smoke screen. If anything is coming in, Rhino is going for artillery drone. Mid lane is getting pushed with flatline and blitz. Of course, they're getting stuck before doing any real damage. So currently both teams equally, and both teams, what I like, playing quite aggressively. Cobra is waiting. They know that they want to recapture it. So he is waiting for a move there. He is well aware that they want to get it, so he wants to engage directly when they're trying to recapture. Very good positioning by Regal, playing on the patient side, waiting for the right movement. Now he's returning top lane, actually top, no heal, and Silent Burp engage Sipo. Sipo should manage to get out. Everything on cooldown, they're taking quite some damage. Now the Rhino is moving in. Silent Burp in danger, not in danger anymore as he can port out. Moving in, Blitz could maybe try to snipe him. There is a movement. Beautiful play by Galaxy Rumble, who managed to get Rhino on top down. Badge is coming in, trying to do some play here. 3 versus 2. However, 3 a little bit at 50%. So there is some play possible. Now both teams moving back and to their standard positioning. Currently leads in XP for Team SoloZelda, 1 level. They are ahead. And they're actually leading with kills, which explains the higher XP. Oh, there a little bit misplacement, delay most likely caused this. He was catched, got a little bit of damage, but not really much. The lane is still pushing into enemy towers. They took artillery drones. They will try to pressure top lane. Valkyrie on bot lane is defending with ease. A striker should be able to out push and out aggression Valkyrie. Let's see how he's going to play it. He's waiting to damage her. Now pushing the tower into the... It seems they're not trying to freeze the lanes too much. They're playing more aggressively, which I like personally. Seems to the top. Now completely out of position. Sipo should be going down again. Good placement by no heal with his roots. The Rhino is coming in, tactics going in, but he won't be able to do anything. They took, however, 2 drones are now going for Steamroller on top. They will have a strong push, quite some damage. Pet is trying to defend his artillery drone to do as much damage. Top bot lane, Striker is pressuring Mr. Terminator away from the creeps. However, he will be still able to defend again with his long range. Artillery drone is locked in on Rhino. Rhino is going in. stunning. Regal is coming in. Suddenly it's 3 versus 2, whereas they saw it in the 2 versus 2. The artillery drone is going down without doing any damage to the tower. Very beautiful positioning there, not allowing artillery drone to move in. Striker still very good. This is exactly how we should do it. How we should do it. How we should do it against. So this is exactly the way it should be. Striker very aggressively diving behind the creeps, damaging Valkyrie, who is out of position, who can't really defend it. Now she needs support back, so this is Expelos on bot lane for Team Steamroller. Mr. Terminator needs to retreat very fast. However, Team Steamroller is countering immediately by sending other Sentinel like Patches and Rhino on bot lane. And just Regal is waiting for the right moment to attempt. In the same time, they're taking down artillery drone for Team SoloZelda, and Team Steamroller is countering by doing this as well. Top no heal is still waiting till the lane is pushed into his direction so he can engage again into enemy territory. And now bot lane we could see a good gank. Now this took a little bit too much time in taking it down. Good engage on tactics on B3, but he is able to get away without being shot down. Artillery drone now overextended, it can be taken down very easily. Both artillery drones shooting at each other, but with the support of Striker and Blitz, artillery drone for Steamroller is going down very fast. Nobody for Team Steamroller in mid lane. They need to gather this XP, they can't let this XP go to waste. Regal is doing it, and now Team Steamroller is a little bit still behind, but they're catching up now as those minions are pushing into them. Artillery drone needs to be taken down fast. Actually, Valkyrie should focus already on this with the long range spells on artillery drone. Now she does it. It's going down. Striker can't defend it, but Striker is currently binding 2 sentinels onto bot lane, so he's doing a good job. And he's using his ultimate very beautifully in pushing and pressuring Valkyrie out. This moment, however, needs to be utilized stronger. But Regal is just waiting for the engage. He knows that this spot is known now by all the players. The Warhead falls a little bit back. Regal is therefore a little bit out of position. He has, however, his jump and dash to get away. Watchtower is taken down by Steamroller. Very aggressive play so far. I like it very much. Strike again with a very early ultimate, which I think is the right decision. Follow up by his team, taking down Patch. Now 2 sentinels down for Team Steamroller. What is going with SoloZelda? They're playing so much more aggressive, so much more effective. This is the way it should be. I really like it. Valkyrie ulti can't do much. Top is currently undefended as Warhead moved to mid lane to defend mid lane against a strong push, allowing the other Warheads, allowing Sipo to push top. However, he does not too much damage as he is afraid of getting ganked. Now a little bit more, but the tower barely got any damage. Mid lane goes down for Team Steamroller, so they lost that tier 1 tower. Let's see how they going to come back. Now it's 2 level difference for Team SoloZelda. They can utilize it even more effectively. What can actually Team Steamroller do now? They are behind in kills. It's amazing to see that the most aggressive team currently struggles with the aggression, with the pressure of SoloZelda. I expected the Team Steamroller is stronger in aggression play, but maybe these changes in Blitz, replacing Blitz with Valkyrie, aren't yet so well trained as it could be. B3 now out of position, getting flanked by Blitz, immediately going hyper aggressive in. He's taking some damage, but he can heal up immediately without any problems. Regal is willing to jump in to do some damage. Steamroller a little bit on the food backtrack, not sure. Now Warhead versus Warhead, both rooted at the same time. Team SoloZelda is going in for the artillery drone, for the enemy artillery drone. 1 level difference currently. This artillery drone will go down very fast. Misplacement. They're still on bot lane. Currently they're running behind Team SoloZelda, who is giving the tone in the game. Top lane will get pressured now significantly with the artillery drone shooting from a distance out of tower range. On the tower, no, he needs to take it down very fast. At the same time, the rest of his team is taking tank drone in the mid lane, so he's pressuring now. Big push on top lane. Careful, Silent Burp a little bit out of position. They're getting flanked by Tacticus. Now we have a 4 versus 2 situation. What is the rest of the team doing? The rest of the team is actually taking both tank drones and trying to make a mid lane push, but without strong pushers it will be rather difficult. 2 tank drones, however, will tank the tower quite long and they can do some damage. They're trying to do as much damage as possible, but they're moving already. They're getting flanked now by Team SoloZelda. Defensive play, ulti, and a flatline heal immediately after that. Good timing. This is very good play currently. Flatline ulti directly countered Valkyrie patches combo. This was absolutely fantastic. I said it often enough. Flatline is a counter to Valkyrie, and they are utilizing it absolutely brilliant. So SoloZelda currently, I think, a little bit on the upper hand, as they exactly know the strategy of Team Steamroller, and they already countered it by picking the right sentinels. The patches Valkyrie ulti is countered by flatline, and you can't time it as well as you want. That flatline doesn't have the chance to get his ultimate out before the damage is applicant to from Valkyrie's ulti, and before you can actually snipe enough sentinels to make it worth the wisest combination. Now we have still 2 levels ahead now for Team SoloZelda. Steamroller needs to get back on their horse. Not sure. I think they should actually fall a little bit back, play a bit more defensively. Both teams, however, constantly capturing artillery drones and drones in general. They're not trying to starve the enemy anymore. Striker doing a really good play currently. Very supportive to provide kills for his teammates. 1 kill on his account. Botlane tactics trying to go in to find an opening. However, nothing to be done. I think that actually Team Steamroller should split up a little bit more and pressure top and mid lane at the same time. They have the sentinels to push back the lanes with Warhead and Valkyrie, so they should be a little bit more defensively and apply damage, whatever. But now bot lane is getting protected with Valkyrie and Warhead, no problem to taking this artillery drone out, but the Team SoloZelda is still pressuring on top and is getting actually now pressured. Now still no, it didn't lock in onto the tower, meaning that it's fighting. Bot lane we have a team fight. Tactics went in very deep, tried to dive, however it was countered. Silent Burp is going in, he is not scared of anything. Now he needs to cast his, no, actually he didn't cast his ultimate. Very good play there. He got out without taking Warhead's ultimate, is doing some damage to the tower, but both teams equally. Top lane, however, is pushing into the tower. I can't switch to top lane, what the, thank you. Now is definitely locked on the tower and doing quite some damage. Shield is gone. The Cobra is running. Sorry, the Rhino is running to top lane to defend it. Bot lane is still standing. 25%, still getting pressured now with top lane not pushing anymore. I think Rhino should retreat to bot lane and assist his team, and maybe they'll find an opening. Regal is waiting. They're dropping in health. Soon there will be an opening for Regal to dive in, kill someone. Now getting pressured. Regal did some damage, getting pressured by Rhino, has to pull back. The tower is still getting damaged. Too much pressure currently on bot lane as they're fighting 5 versus 4. But Tier 1 towers aren't the most important thing. Tier 2 towers are the ones you want to protect. Tier 1 towers can be sacrificed for the greater good. SoloZelda, however, full tower still, while Steamroller lost 3 towers. Still completely open game, although there is a level difference for Team SoloZelda. They're doing a good job in achieving those level advantages, and this is clearly currently by kills and not by anything else, as they are playing very aggressively with their drones and with their pushments. Now there could be a mistake. Steamroller is moving on bot lane while top is getting Drake with only Striker and Rhino. Now Razor as Flatline is joining, completely out of position. Team Steamroller, this already broke their necks last week, and again they're making the mistake being out of position. Blitz is trying to play on time and deny them coming in. Now only Silent Burp and Warhead on top. Silent Burp is going in, he's trying to counter. The Valkyrie ultimate doesn't do enough damage. Regal is still out of position. We have a fight. Warhead is going down. Team is completely out of position. Big blender in this regard. This is not the Steamroller. They're not on top of their game. They should have known that they went for Drake, and they should have countered. However, this will be defendable by Team Steamroller as they have Valkyrie and Warhead. Then again, Team SoloZelda is applying constant pressure, taking the artillery drone on top lane, meaning they will rejoin their Drake push in mid lane, while top will get pushed with the artillery drone, and Team Steamroller has to defend mid lane. 10 seconds still, Rhino is coming back at the same time. SoloZelda is taking tank drone, artillery drone. They are applying a lot of pressure there. This tank drone will definitely help. Let's see how Team Steamroller counters this. I think Valkyrie had a little bit more time to be on distance. She was afraid to go in. They are actually pressuring this very movement. And now they're going in, waiting for them to focus. Now they're going in. Valkyrie ulti doesn't this time, waiting for Page's ulti. They're trying to apply as much pressure, but this tower is going down. Silent Burp is going far out. He is dropping before he is capable of activate his ultimate. This is a very strong push. 18 to 15 levels, 3 level difference for Team SoloZelda. And they are walking onto HQ. The HQ has no protection anymore. Drake at 50%. 80% on HQ. Patches defensive ulti. They need to get this Drake down. 80, 70. Are they dropping to 70? Drake is dropping really low, but they're still losing. Start losing to lose sentinels. Now down. Still, the HQ is still taking damage. 60 to 61%. Drop, still a good defense, could be done a little bit better, but top is down to 20%. They're trying to push it down as much as possible, but moving in. Zelda is moving in to protect the artillery drone as much as possible. 10% on top tier 2 tower. Now a full team is waiting for engage. Tactics is going in. Tactics ultimate is still up, so they can apply a lot of pressure. Tier 2 tower is down for Team Steamroller. They're a little bit in trouble. Top and mid is down. Bot 2 artillery drones could be taken, but what would be the gain currently? 1 sentinel still down for Team Steamroller. I think this game is kind of turning. The pressure is surprising from Team SoloZelda. This is not the same SoloZelda. Did they hear me, or did they just decide to play more aggressively? This is a completely twist. If this is intentionally to confuse the enemy, this is not the same SoloZelda. It's very effective, as this is not the same SoloZelda team strategy like last week, where they were waiting constantly. They were waiting, playing very defensively, passively, and suddenly this aggression. Team Sora a little bit on a back feet. Their combo wombo with Patches was completely countered by picking Flatline very well. Meta mind game there by SoloZelda. I really appreciate this actually, to see they countered their strategy in the Sentinel lineup, so this is absolutely fantastic done. Then again, SoloZelda was playing constantly with the same loadout. This is beauty. You need to see this coming, that they will counter it like that. And now 3 levels still different. Steamroller can't barely catch up now. Super Galaxy is going deep. However, he doesn't manage to get down. Regal Pet is trying to do a passive defensive ulti. Silent Whip, however, alone. His team needs to be earlier there. His now ultimate is gone. They're pressuring with artillery drone and an artillery drone now into mid lane. The tower HQ will get another significant, I think 50% damage is realistic. The shield are gone now. Bot lane is getting pushed by artillery. I can't even catch up. What is going on? Everywhere is the pressure going on of Team Zelda. Steamroller is doing an amazing job currently in defending against the heavy onslaught. 2 level difference currently on the edge of now 1 level difference on the edge of 2 level difference. Sipo is still pressuring. Mid lane is getting pressure. Top lane is getting pressure from all sides. There is an onslaught on Steamroller, and Steamroller is doing amazing in holding currently back. Any other team would have capitulated and would have been broken down by this enemy pressure, but Steamroller is standing still. Silent Burp, very good timing on his ultimate. He's still going in, getting stunned. However, I don't think he gets out there anymore. The SoloZelda is diving deep. They're not afraid anymore. Again, 2 level difference. Bot tower will go down, and I think this is not defendable anymore. 3 sentinels down. Only Valkyrie and Patches are standing still, standing strong, standing. They want to defend this. They will do everything they can, but I'm not sure if it's actually possible to defend this. SoloZelda do not show any mercy. They're going. The HQ is dropping. The HQ is going down. 1-0 for SoloZelda. This is absolutely fantastic. gameplay. I was preaching more aggression the whole time, and suddenly they're doing this aggression. They're actually abandoning their old strategy where they were pushing and trying to starve them by XP. They saw that they have a different lineup. They countered their lineup with their own lineup and managing to be so aggressive and to get into their face.